Howdy, and welcome back to A Texan Shaves, Micro Artisan Series, Episode 3. Today we have a fairly unique one. This company has actually been in the industry since 2016, though. Make sure my notes are right. Yeah, 2016. I got it right this time. So the company we're talking about is Celestial Farms. I'll put their logo up. They're known as CF Merchantile with a CH on Etsy. Their farm-made products built to last is their slogan. They're out of Jefferson, Oregon. They have a 5-star rating on Etsy since 2016 with over 10,616 sales to be exact at the time of me recording this video. 5 stars, 10,616 since 2016. To me, that's an amazing feat, I believe. So let's talk about what it is. Now, these are soap pucks. And they are 3.5 ounce soap pucks. They are $5.50 each. I want to show that one last. I went a little overboard, guys. Sorry. You know me. I bought 9 of these. $5.50 each. They're a cold processed soap with tallow and tussa silk. You can find the full ingredients list on the Etsy page. I'll have a link to their page in the description, of course. I'm having a lot of fun with this series. This is crazy. Now, again, full disclosure, I purchased everything, just like in this series. Everything I use in this series will be my own purchase. On their website, their site map navigation, they have fiber arts, meaning they've got a lot of stuff for wool processing and wool spinning. Pretty interesting. Candles, shaving soap, shampoo bars, beeswax lotion bars, tallow soap, balms, lip balm, earrings, beard products, home and garden, gift packs, and framed art. It's a lot of stuff there. So let's show the ones I picked up. I picked up lime mint, and man, this one smells fantastic. That was the first one I smelled in the box with that mint. I picked up one called Necessity, and you're going to notice a theme with these labels. They are vintage pinup girls. And I'm only going to give the scent notes of the one I'm using today because I plan on using these in later episodes or just later videos, and I'll discuss the scent notes then. But you can find them all on the Celestial Farm site. Of course, I had to grab a barbershop. And you know me, I like lavender, so I grabbed a lavender. It's a lavender essential oil, if I remember correctly. Grabbed one called the Huntsman. And this one I'm really interested in. Oh man, bay leaf and tobacco, man, that smells so good. Now, some of these don't really have the scent notes in the name, like Necessity that I showed you already. Here's another one called Seduction. Smells really wonderful as well. Here's another one. Here's a funny name, Little Black Nighty. And then the one we're using today is called Intuition. This one really caught me when I pulled it out and took a smell of it. This one is a blend of cedarwood and sandalwood with a rich musk. And we all know I'm a sandalwood fan. Man, smells so good. So, excuse me, sorry about that. I'll try to edit in a duck quack or something instead of my cough. What I've decided to do, I've got these 4-ounce tins. I bought a case of these for Sterling soap samples that I buy and a few other things. And I'm just going to keep these pucks in here. They should fit just fine. What I'm going to attempt to do to show you what I do with these is I'm going to attempt to peel this label off, see if I can be successful or not with this paper, so that I can just stick it to the lid. Looks like I am not going to be successful. Nope, but I've got printable labels. I just wanted to keep the label art, but that's not going to work. So worth a try. I may try it on the others, but this one, well, you know what? I'm going to peel it off anyway, and I will find a way to stick it on there. I like using the original labels on these whenever I can. Like the Sterling labels are real easy to peel off of their sample pucks. Well, now it's wanting to rip, so never mind. Just go into it. And there's the puck. Man, that smells so good. All right, so that's going to go in the trash, unfortunately. Let me get these out of the way. My 8 others, because I don't know when to say no. then we're going to go over the hardware. You might be a little surprised at what I'm using today. So I'm going to be using this ceramic Vanderhagen apothecary mug because it fits just perfect in there. And for the razor, I've had this for a while. And I didn't want to use it because I just was not sure about the edge. So I sent it to Eric at A Cajun Blade, and I'm going to link his channel below. You need to check this guy out. He is wonderful, great fellow. his content is great. And he's got some great soap. Check out his Etsy as well. He's going to be in this series, actually. You've seen me talk about him. And I sent this to him to hone. It's not a straight razor. Well, it's considered by Eric at A Cajun Blade a straight razor on a stick. I'm going to be using a vintage Rolls razor, and I haven't used it since he honed it. I haven't ever used one, so this will be my first time. And yeah, I've got this case and all the paperwork. This one was a wonderful find. You can find these for about $20-25 on Etsy, or on eBay. I mean, it's the blade you got to check out and be careful. And a lot of times, if you don't know anything about the Rolls razor, I'll try to make this quick. You can strop the razor within. So this is the strop part. This is a piece of leather. And you can also hone it within the case. The case is made for, let me get this all out. There we go. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, I can show you like this. So this is the honing side. And so, well, I don't think it's set up at the right angle. Let me get this out. For some reason the other side didn't want to open. There we go. So it'll drag it across, and then depending on which side you have open and which direction you're going, it'll drag it the right direction across either the leather strop or the stone hone side. And what I was getting at was a lot of times you'll find this stone to be cracked. Now, is this going to get you a really good hone? No, it's not. But it was a wonderful idea. It's very ingenious, very intuitive, and it's a piece of shaving history here. You don't see a lot of innovative stuff like this. And it's made to where the, like I can't get this in because it's made to where the stone goes only on one side because of the direction that it moves, and the leather strop goes only on the other. So if it doesn't fit on one side, you're trying to put it on the wrong side, and it just snaps into place. There's a little button on each side to open it, and then everything stores inside. It's a very unique device. They have some smaller ones, and I can't remember the names of them all. I used to know when I did the research, but this one is ready to go though. So I'm going to pull it out and put it together. Sorry guys, this weather. How this works is you'll see there's a little pip that comes out when you screw it in, and it goes down, and you're just going to slide the blade in here to put the handle on. So I'll do that right now. And we're going to slide the blade in. You get it about centered. And hold it like so, and then tighten that up. And that is on there. Now, it does have a bit of a guard bar that really doesn't do much. But it does have a safety bar, and of course that can be removed actually when you hone and stuff like that. These things are tricky to hone from what I've seen in videos because there's not much to hold on to, and there's not a device really out there to help you hone these. So I'm very thankful for Eric attempting this. I believe it was his first time to do one, and he enjoyed this razor so much he ended up buying one after he shaved with this. So here we go. I'm looking forward to this. I forgot about it. It's in my shave fridge forever. All right, spent too much time on that. Sorry. I'll do a whole video on the Rolls razor later. And I've thought about also, while I'm doing micro artisans, why am I just doing shave soap micro artisans? This is a brush micro artisan. This is Hoosier Lathe Works who made this brush. I installed the Pure Bliss knot on here. And but this is a beautiful brush. He's on Etsy, or excuse me, he's on Instagram. You can see his brushes available, and you message him if you want to purchase one. And amazing brushworks he's done. I actually bought 3. I bought a Joker style one for Mully in Japan for a Christmas gift. And then I bought this celestial purplish blue one that was really nice, really heavy too, for Doug Lane for Christmas, and sent that to him. And I bought this one for myself for Christmas, and put a Pure Bliss in all of them because they hadn't used a Pure Bliss knot, and this was the first brush I installed one in, and I really like that knot. So that's what we're using today. So I'll have their information in the description as well. Hoosier Lathe Works on Instagram. All right, let's get things going. Let's see if we can build a ladder. Get this brush wet. Now, I did reach out to Chris of Celestial Farms, and the reason is because I was trying to get the scent notes for everything, and 4 of the ones I purchased, I either purchased the last one or someone behind me purchased the last one because they're now gone. I assume they're going to be replenished eventually, but I couldn't go in and get the scent notes off the ones that don't really just have it in the title of the soap. So he sent that to me, and he sent me he sent me another message too, and I'm going to go ahead and read that here. So he says, I personally do not use a brush when I use the shaving soap. I just use it in the shower, smear it over my skin, and then shave. But my father-in-law does use a brush. He wets his face first, and then the brush, bangs the excess water out of the brush, then works the soap into the brush and then on his face, which is typical face lathering. Load the brush and then lather on your face. It will not be a foam-like commercially available soap, but more like small bubble, dense lather. If your face is wet, it will foam more. So if you make the lather on your face, not the cup, too much water in the foam more. So you make the lather on your face, not the cup. Too much water in the cup will make it so it is hard to get a lather. Now this sounds like typical mug soap lathering. I believe he was explaining this to me like maybe I'm someone that hasn't used a mug soap before or a soap puck. So, which is great, perfect. I mean, that's the way he should be delivering this information. So even when the lather / bubbles has dissipated, it will still be slick and will not give a real burn. I think you might have to experiment with it a little bit, and we'll see. Lathering's one of my favorite things. So one last thing, commercial available shaving soaps use bentonite clay to act as the lubricant for the soap, but the clay tends to dull the razor quicker. We use raw silk in ours. The silk dissolves in the lye, and the proteins and peptides in the silk that make it soft to the touch go into the soap and act as the lubricant. And he gave me, he asked me for my YouTube link, and he just said, "Have a wonderful day, Chris," is his name. So reach out to the guy. He's got plenty of information. It looks like he has no problem communicating with his customers, which is also a pro bonus in my book. I love talking to artisans and picking their brains. So let's see what we can do here. I didn't wet the puck at all. And we're going to see if we can load this brush up off this puck. It's doing pretty standard in my opinion so far. I'm going to give it a good chance. I'm going to load it for a pretty good while. You can see what I got going on here. I bought nine pucks, so I'm not worried if I overuse this one. Man, that scent is very good. Now, I did squeeze this brush really good. And it is making a decent lather. So I didn't think I would have any trouble with it. And I'm not trying to build into the cup. I'm going to leave that in the cup, and I'm just going to take this loaded brush. But I wanted to see what I could generate in here. And then I'm going to let it sit and see how it dissipates. So but it looks like a wonderful dense lather to me, the way I like it. Y'all know I like my wet dense lather, nice and yogurty. So, all right. I think we're gonna give this a go. Get the glasses off. I've read all my notes, so I don't need them. I was sure to read them all this time while I still had my glasses on. I have about just under 24 hours of growth because I made a video yesterday that's not out yet. fact, you're going to see that picture again because my printer ink ran out. I didn't print a new one, so this is the picture from the video I made last night late. Made that video at about, 10 o'clock last night, I think. Had a late night. Had a lot to do yesterday. So, oh yeah. I don't see anything. Man, that is a good scent. That is nice. Pardon the blemish there. I don't know when that popped up, but it gave me trouble last night when I was shaving. So, we're going to paint this on, then we're going to build it up. So there are a few people out in the community. I did post my shave mail when I got this in. And there are a few people out in the community on Facebook that is familiar with Celestial Farms. And some were saying that they're wonderful, and some were saying that they had trouble with the lather. So that's another reason why I'm going to try to put it through its paces a bit here. And I gave it a good heavy load to give it the best possible chance. And I don't see any problem with this, even if it does dissipate, which it looks like it's doing a bit over here, which is fine. I've shaved with very thin lathers before and had a perfectly wonderful shave. It's not about the bubbles, it's about the slickness and protection. I don't have a whole lot to be needing to lift because I'm a daily shaver. But add just a little bit of water to that. Seems a little thick. Yeah, I think that definitely helped. All right, we're going to go with that. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that love a nice, thick, fluffy lather, and I used to, and that's wonderful. I prefer a thinner, wetter, where I can see what I'm doing, and I like it nice and wet and very slick, and man, I am kind of scared of this, guys. Here we go. Rolls Razor, Celestial Farms, Intuition. See how we do. I'm just going to go flat till I feel it catch. That angle might be a little steep. Let's go a little flatter. There we go. I think that was the problem. It was a little too much angle there. I'm going to take this shave slow. I may not talk much. Eric, you're right. This is a straight razor on a stick. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but even here in Texas, it's quite cold, and I forgot to warm this water up and this razor up. Down here, not so much trouble. It's just on my face. Let me see. Maybe I'm just trying to be too gentle, but I got a feeling this thing will cut me just like a straight razor without me knowing it. And this soap is performing just fine. I'm going to play with it a few more times, shave with it a few more times. See what different types of lather I can get out of it. But it is completely slick, even though you probably barely see it on my face. But because of the type of lather you get from it, I can understand it may not be for everybody. But I can see this soap actually being quite good for straight razor shaving. Tell you what, boys and girls, doesn't get more efficient than just a open blade, right? I can feel every hair it is cutting. But I don't know why I was so afraid of it. It's actually not a bad razor at all. Another good friend of mine, Dave Lair, been shaving with his recently, and that's what reminded me that I had one. It's like, you know, I gotta shave with that in the next video. And he loves his. Let's see if I can do up here. Okay, this might take a little practice. I'm not gonna be able to go across, and I wonder if I can go up. Oh yeah, but it wasn't too comfortable. And it wasn't the soap, it's the razor. But just in case, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Oh. Man, the scent is good. Okay, that was better. Getting the hang of it. Very nice. This razor's fun. See if I say that when I go against the grain. Oh, I'll put a little bit of water in there. See what happens. Now all that lather is still in the mug. I wonder if it's just my face absorbing it more than it dissipating. And these Pure Bliss knots are so wonderful. I actually bought 3 more of these, a couple G5Cs and a G5A AP Shave Co. I'm waiting to come in because I've got some, a timeless brush that was given to me by Doug Lane for Christmas. And I've got a couple other brushes that I want to put some knots in. So, all right, across the grain. I do like this razor. It just took a minute to learn it. Okay, right back here, just like I have trouble with straight razor, that was a little scary. It was wanting to get in the skin. Maybe use a different angle or a lighter touch or come at it a different direction. See how we do going up. Honestly, I probably should be stretching my skin just like a straight. Yep. definitely made a difference. Just wish the handle was a little fatter. Well, that heat is pumping. It was freezing when I got home. Supposedly going to have some freezing rain in the morning. Another front coming through. You know, cold for us Texans. Going to be, why do I keep moving that bar? It's going to be in the 30s tomorrow. Finally passed our false winter. All right, let's get the third pass. Yeah, I like this. Sorry if this video is going longer. I did have a long talk about Rolls Razor. Should have saved that for another video. But I hope you're enjoying seeing it and seeing someone shave with it for their very first time. All right. See how we are against the grain. Are you ready? I'm scared of this one. See what we do. Okay. Not bad. I'm not going to attempt BBS at all with this, of course. Skin so slick. I need a towel to stretch it. Okay. I apologize for being so quiet. I am paying attention to the shade. Rolls razor, everybody. It was fun. Let me get a rinse. Be right back for my final thoughts. All right. Now, anytime one of these micro artisans has an aftershave or a balm or some sort of aftershave care, I'm going to try to get it. And if they don't offer it, I'm going to use something here. So what I'm going to use is, this is not offered yet, or I don't know if it will be. It's something Doug Lane from Adopted Acres sent me a while back when I was testing some of this stuff and he wanted me to try some stuff out. And he calls it affectionately Hulk Juice because of the color. Don't know if he's going to produce this to sell. And it was already heavily mentholated, and I actually added even more menthol to it myself. And probably too much because it was kind of gummed up in the bottle. I was using the frost drops from Sterling, and it just really splooged out in there. So this is very mentholated. That's why I'm giving it a good shake. But if you want the ingredients and how to make this, he will most likely tell you if you reach out to him. It's a pretty simple recipe. All right, so let's get some Hulk juice on. It's mostly aloe vera with a wonderful fragrance, though. I think I grabbed a bit too much. So witch hazel, ooh, that menthol. Yeah, I put too much in there. Nice. Witch hazel and aloe vera, I believe, is what it is. I'm just not sure the mixture. And then the fragrance he used, and ooh, that menthol, nice. Blizzard battles all over again. All right, Celestial Farms. Let me grab one to show you. So, I like the scents a lot. I like the soap a lot. Let me tell you, I'm not as experienced as a lot of you. I'm coming up on my 1 year of wet shaving. One thing I have learned, just because the lather's not there, and sorry, I'm squinting because of the menthol, doesn't mean the lather's not there, if you know what I mean. If it's got the right ingredients, just because you don't have that foam on your face doesn't mean the protection and the slickness isn't there. Those of you that like a nice, thick, creamy foam lather, fluffy, this may not be for you guys, I'll be honest with you. Those that like a dense, thinner lather, this is the kind that I like. I do like this. I will actually use all of these. And I'm going to begin, this is my first time using it. It's not a review, it's a first impressions. So far, my first impression is I'm going to keep using this. There are lots of different ways to lather things, and I'm going to try more. I was just trying the most traditional way for the video. And there's always more than one way to skin a cat as we stay here in Texas. So yes, I like it. I will have another episode of this coming up because I've got so many of them. So just so you know, I've actually lined up almost over 30 micro artisans coming up. So this series is going to go on for a little bit. And I have another series I'm going to start along with it too. I'm trying to focus on content I want to do. And I'm taking some advice from you guys from in the past of suggestions. I don't think I forgot when you suggested something because I remembered. Find your peace in what and where you can. We'll see you next time on the Texan Shaves. Goodbye.